You know, for whatever reason, I got to thinking about getting released from prison recently. And, well, that brings us to this idea for today's video. And what I want to share with you guys is, you know, the top 10 things that somebody's going to want to do after getting released from prison. If you think about it, getting released from prison is going to be one of the greatest experiences of your life. One of the worst is going to be getting locked up. And think about like all of the things that you missed out on, all of the things that you took for granted that you just want to get back to being able to do. You know, what sort of things come to mind? Please comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. And as we go through this video, if I fail to mention any that you've thought of, please also comment down below and let me know. You know, there is no greater feeling aside from getting released from prison than waking up that next morning after you've been released. That first morning home. When you get up super early, watching the sunrise, drinking that cup of coffee, and you're just reflecting on what you've been through, what you've missed, where you're coming back to, it just hits different. Waking with Folgers in your cup. I couldn't think, God, I missed the mark there. But it definitely hits different that first morning, waking up after just been released from prison the day prior. Don't want to make this intro super long, so let's go ahead and dive. I'm dealing with some chest pains first thing this morning. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to do my damnedest. I don't care if I got to have a stroke. I'm going to do my damnedest to make this video funny as hell for y'all. Head first up into this video. Number one on this list, what was the title for this? Top things prisoners want to do after prison. Yep, sounds about right. Number one on this list, smash something. And I'm not talking about no ramen noodle soup all over the floor. Do I got a ramen soup? Oh, Joe, you missing the mark. You usually got a ramen noodle soup right here. Smash something. You know how long you've been waiting to get back up into that warm, moist, Duncan Hines-like apple pie? Joe, I'm not sure Duncan Hines even makes an apple pie. Yeah, you're probably right, but you get the gist. You might not even be able to wait until you get up out of the parking lot. You know, I've actually heard stories. You know, that bond, that connection, that soul-matedness with that pen pal potentially, whoever it is, that significant other right there in that parking lot, there to pick you up. But what if she's not, though? I've heard of dudes knocking boots right there in the prison parking lot. You know, there might not even be anything any more romantic than that. I've also heard horror stories when there ain't no, hell hath no fury. How's that saying go? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I've heard a horror story of a woman being up in the jail or prison parking lot with Jody number 10 and letting dude who's locked up know all about it. Could you imagine? You must have really messed up to see something like that happening. But definitely smashing something. When you come home, yo, you're ready. You are ready. You are standing at attention. You've been waiting so long. How much longer do I got to wait? Can we do this right now? I don't care about an indecent, yeah, you better care about an indecent exposure charge. Definitely had to be number one up on this list. And it's interesting because sharing that with you made me think of something that I didn't include on this list. And I want to throw this in real quick as a bonus one. Just like some people might not even wait to get out of the parking lot to just, let's do this. Let's do this. You see my body, girl? I'm oiled up like a wrestler. I've been waiting for this. 40 years I've been waiting. Some prisoners might also do the exact same thing in relation to just getting out of that prison attire and clothes altogether and putting on some real clothes. So the bonus thing that I want to include, you know, top things that prisoners want to do after prison, put on some street clothes. You know, interesting to note, when you get locked up in the jail, they take your clothes, they give you your orange attire or whatever color jumpsuit or jail wardrobe that you're going to be wearing. And when you go to prison, well, here in the state of Virginia, this is how it works. They dress you out down there in booking, back into your street clothes just to send your ass to prison. When you get to prison, you can donate, throw away, or send home whatever street clothes you had when they change you out for your prison attire. But one interesting thing to note is anytime that you're getting released from jail or going to prison, you've been in the jail, let's say you've been in the jail for, a year, 6 months, you go to put that street clothes back on, oftentimes it's not gonna fit. It might be mildewy and stinking. It really kind of signifies the type of a life that you were living prior to getting locked up. Stinking of like an ashtray or like Newport. Oh God, your shoes smell like badoo-doo. I was gonna say bukkake, but I said badoo-doo. We just made that up right there. New merch on the way, badoo-doo. Damn, you got that new After Prison Show badoo-doo on? God, that shit is on fleek. Is that even still a thing? Yeah, you can tell a lot about the life you were living prior to getting locked up by smelling the street clothes you came in with. Joe, I can't relate to that at all. I got locked up in a suit and tie. Number 2 on this list, talk to people. Get that cell phone back in your hand. Now, if you was, like me, you didn't have a cell phone while locked up. I know I've mentioned this before, but it seems more prevalent nowadays that prisoners can have access to a cell phone than to not. But yo, you get up in that car, you done changed out already in the parking lot, you done set fire to that jail attire, and you peeling tires up out of the parking lot, and that girl gives you that phone. Yo, beep, 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 beep. Hello, 911. I've got no one else to call. No one cares. They weren't there at all. Yo, calling folks. Hey, yo, where was you? 7 years? Oh, now you missed me. Yeah, you missed me, all right. You never sent that. Talking to folks, man, that's gonna feel good. And, I wanna go ahead and move on real quick to number 3, because just like talking to folks, this one is very similar. Going to see people after prison. People that you haven't seen in so long, your family, your mother, your father, maybe unfortunately like a grave site. Maybe they passed away while you were locked up. Your kids, long lost friends who said they was gonna write you. Yeah, I'm looking you dead in your eyes now. You was never planning to write me. You just told me that. You lied. Number 4 on this list, man, we're moving right through this thing. Going to the store. Going to get you some new threads, some new kicks, them Lamborghinis. Going up in that store and not even realizing how much prison really messed you up and having a panic attack as soon as you walked in there, but you got to go get them new Air Force Ones. Why it look like everybody looking at me? Going to a store at all. And even further than that, let's just go ahead and throw this in. Going anywhere. Yo, we going somewhere? You'll be like the dog, unfortunately. Yeah, I hate that analogy, but you will. Anytime you hear somebody picking up the keys, yo, where we go? Hey, we going 7-Eleven. Can I go with you though? Can I go with you though? Can I go? No, you got a moped. What happened to the car? You lost the car from sending that? Oh, you sent too much. You couldn't make the car note. Thank you though. You're going to be excited to go anywhere except for the probation office. That's going to be something that you'll be hard-pressed to be excited about at all. Yo, can we put that off for the 72-hour window that they said that I get when I get released and I've got that amount of time to report for the first time? Why did it take me 72 hours? You act like I wanted to come here. I came and seen you on the 71st hour. A drug test? I thought all drugs were legal now. Number 5. Man, ain't nothing like. Well, there's actually a lot like, and a few of those things are mentioned in this video. Taking a real shower. You ain't got to put on the shower shoes, or maybe you do, because you're coming home to that prison pen pal who you only know through letters and emails and video visits. You ain't never seen her feet for real, not in real life, but you came home and you smashed that like a ramen pack on the floor. Badang. And then you seen them feet though, and them joint look like some cow hoofs. Hoofs? Some cow feet. And you was like, damn, that's just one toenail. That's just one. Hey, yo, you got some shower shoes? You need to take me to Family Dollar, Dollar General, or Dollar Tree, somewhere where they got them. I'm not getting, you got some Cactus Annie chip bags I can wear for the time being. Shit me, why ain't you never show me them joints? You like the horsewoman. Even with the fact that I feel like I'm on the verge of a stroke, chest pains, I'm still funny as f. Thanks for noticing. You've left a like, you're awesome. I didn't include it in this video, and I probably should have. I've got like a bunch of ideas. Some mornings the ideas are just boom, 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 boom. It's crazy to think almost 6 years of doing this and I can just still think of that content. Damn, Joe, you be doing it. But I'm gonna throw this one in here as well. We mentioned the shower. Hey, a real bed though. You can't wait to do that. But then again, on that first day getting released, Joe, the last thing you thinking about is sleep. And that might come from them narcotics, which I highly encourage anybody to avoid at all costs. But yo, that real bed though, that joint just hits different when you smashing like a ramen noodle soup pack. Bah! Yeah, you like that hoof feet? Bah! You need to get you a pair of, boy, you need to get you an angle grinder. Bah! Yeah, that real bed, that joint's gonna hit different. Number 7, a top thing that a prisoner can't wait to do after getting released from prison. This one might seem a little weird, but watch a movie or listen to a mixtape that you ain't heard because you weren't allowed to have that in the prison. Or to get up on the internet. Like, what I mean by this is movies that you haven't seen, music that you haven't heard, and things that you just haven't experienced in relation to the trio of media. And if you ain't never experienced the internet before, or it's been 5 or 7 or 2 years since you last have, boy, you're gonna be locked up in that bathroom for hours when you find out about all them different free, nefarious websites that there are. Bing, 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 bing. Hey, yo, it's hoof feet. Yo, is you done up in there? You've been in there for 4 hours. Leave me alone. I'm using the bathroom. I need some privacy. Yo, wow. Wow, why didn't I just come home to a phone? I don't need hoof feet. Number 8 on this list, meeting some new folks after getting released. Boy, there ain't nothing like getting out and having that glow. Skin nice and clear. You've been using the toothpaste to knock Zima up in there. You ain't got a bump on your face. You is glistening like a new pair of tires on a car. And you just can't wait to go rolling and strolling down the street and find you some new people to meet. I was gonna say freaks. New people to meet and have that conversation. Hey, yo, hey, damn, girl. Hey, where you been all my life? Where I've been all your life? Well, I've been going a while. Where I've been, though? Where I've been, girl, I've been in the field like a Navy SEAL. Well, the Navy SEALs, I don't know if they're usually in the field or not, and I don't want to have no stolen valor, but where I've been at, girl, I'm an OG coming back out here to meet someone like you, because it's only you that I see. Do I drive? Nah, I ain't got no car, though, but I got access to a moped. I'm going to get my license, though. Just wait. Where you going? Where you going? I was overseas on a soccer team. What team? I played for USA. I'm going to Tokyo, the Olympics. I've been training for that. Ain't nothing like meeting some new folks. You know, having some conversations, interacting, getting back into the social setting. And I know that we've mentioned in the past, you know, when you get released, them social settings could be a bitch. But yo, there's gonna be times when you just are able to accept that because the pros outweigh the cons. Yeah, I'm having a panic attack and I'm in a cold sweat, but this girl though, I was going the wrong way with the scales. Yeah, go. No, I don't do no drugs. I just been gone for a while, and being outside, it's scary out here. Number 9 on this list, things that you can't wait to do. Now, unfortunately, you ain't gonna have no choice. You're gonna have to do this, especially when you get that real food. I didn't even mention food on this. Damn, I think I forgot the food. If I did, that was supposed to be number 2. Joe, them chest pains are really messing you up for this. Let's go. I got to throw this in here. Real food. You ain't going to be, somebody smashing something and then eating you a real cheeseburger or a steak or some sushi or whatever just anything. What do prisoners want to eat after prison? Everything. The Arby's, the Wendy's, the McDonald's, the Burger King, the Impossible Burgers, the Chick-fil-A, the Ruby Tuesdays, the Fridays, the Sundays. Yo, real food's got to be on this list. You've been eating processed shit for 10 years and you're going to pay the price. You know you're going to pay the price and you don't care because most everywhere got a public restroom, which brings us to number 9. And number 9 is using a real bathroom. You know, when you come home from prison and after eating that real food, which you've been missing for so long, and are finally getting a chance to experience for the first time in what seems like forever, Yo, you's gonna have the bubble guts for real. That greasy shit, whatever the difference, the main differences between the prison food and the real food are, whether it's the lack of soft Peter that they're putting in that, little urban legend that they put that in the prison food to keep you extra, you know, which I don't know necessarily that that works or not. But getting the opportunity to use that real restroom, man, there ain't nothing like that at all. And sometimes there's gonna be too much privacy. You're in there, you're all by yourself. You know, for me, it took me a while, it took me weeks, 2 weeks to adjust to using the restroom around a bunch of people. You ever gone 2 weeks without doing a number two? Almost feels like that shit needs to be surgically removed from your body. Is sort of what it feels like. But yo, you might be uncomfortable with the amount of comfort that you're afforded being in a public, private restroom. You might need to have that door open. Somebody comes through, hey, yo, hey, what's the score of the game out there? What the fuck? Hey, there's a door right there. Like, why don't you climb? I mean, hey, what's the score? Overtime, for real. Hey, for real though. Hey, using that real bathroom, I'm trying to tell you. Number 10 on this list is a weird one. I wanted to try to incorporate a lot with this last one. The final thing to make this list, the top things that prisoners can't wait to do after prison, get back to life. And that can mean a lot of different things. Get back to what you're used to. Get back to that routine. And sometimes that could be the worst thing ever. You know, there are people who can't wait to get out, to go right back to getting high, or go right back to their old ways, to that toxic relationship that was no good for them then and damn sure ain't gonna be no good for them now. And that's sad and kind of silly, but it's the reality of the city. Yo, when I go home, I'm gonna get me an 8-ball, a sleazy hotel room, and 2 or 3 girls. And I'm about to trick up all this $175 in just one night that it took me 5 years to save from that prison job. Oh yeah, you gonna make it out there, stick man. That's a plan that is guaranteed to succeed. But on the flip side of that, you know, some people can't wait to get out, to get back to life, to start life anew, a fresh start after prison, to get back to working and finding a job. And even though it's going to be a struggle, and you know, maybe some people don't want to take a chance on you and can't overlook your past or your felonies or whatever it might be. And even though that might be disheartening to a certain degree or even a lot, yo, use that as like excitement, enjoyment. Like try to enjoy that. Like who cares? Okay, you don't want to hire me? McDonald's, y'all about to pay people $13 an hour but ain't gonna hire me though. I ain't the reason the ice cream machine's always broken or you never can get my order right. Be inspired and motivated by the fact that you've got every day as an opportunity to make the most of it. You're out now. You ain't gotta use the bathroom around 40 different dudes talking about the score of the game. And you ain't gotta eat that pasteurized, processed bullshit, meat rock, brake pad, cow tongue, boot heel. And you can go to a store and go watch a movie or check out those free nefarious websites now and get access to a phone, and you ain't gotta make collect calls and have your calls monitored no more. Yo, you are back. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that first morning waking up, drinking that Folgers in your cup is gonna hit so much different when you're realizing all of those things. So what if McDonald's don't want to hire you? Wendy's is right down the street. There's a construction company right down the street. There's a temp service somewhere. There's a yard that needs to get cut. There's a storage auction somewhere. Go get you a truck and a trailer and tell somebody, yo, just take a chance on me because I got a fresh start. And I realize and respect and humbly accept that. It ain't nothing about to stand in my way because I ain't going back to where I've been. And with me, you can't do nothing but win. Leave you with those little encouraging words right there. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment on this, letting me know exactly what you thought about this. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!